Exactly like everybody else, we had spent tons and tons of money with some big marketing firm on a website that didn't get hardly any sales. What we found right from the very beginning, and what really became clear to me, was that it was a tool for marketing, not for selling items for us.
Right.
And
It became evident that people were coming more to the store after looking at the site than they were actually ordering off the site. So that was really that was kind of a flash for us.
Right. And right from the beginning, it was really obvious to me, being on the floor and understanding the process of being in the atmosphere of the store, where people quickly or not would just buy, rather than us having to go through all of the rigmarole of packaging, not packaging, talking to them on the phone, training people to talk and blah, 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 blah. And it was just an experience I didn't enjoy, so how could anybody else enjoy it? So what would people enjoy online? And what would make them love to come to our store and come and be part of the actual store, rather than them shopping on a computer? That's not what I couldn't relate to it myself, and I couldn't relate to what would make it happen, and I really couldn't relate to the day organization of an e-tailing site. So the new website is going to be the portal. It's going to be the front door that is going to engage all of this stuff, which is basically just parked on the web right now.
Right.
We're not getting
and that's the thing, you're using MySpace, you're using Facebook, you're using everything that's out there, but you want to but you want to bring it in to your own site.
The new website is very now, because what it is it's a front door to all of the stuff, to videos, to writing, to related stories. It's this web, this huge pool of information that we've been amassing for years, and now really, really intensely for the last year.
So you're using, actually I noticed that when I was on your site, you have the Hatline, which is your e-newsletter.
Yeah.
How do you decide, you have things on there that are absolutely nothing to do with hats.
That's right.
How do you decide what you write about or what you put on there?
Usually I'm talking to everybody in the store that I work with, because they're all involved with the whole, everybody that works here is involved in the production. We call it the marketing team. I incessantly send emails to everybody. We're all on the same thread.
Yep.
We've got the Edie Hats marketing email, and then we have a network of communication. We all throw information back and forth on Facebook.
Yep.
So I will write something about some subject that I either experience, do, think of, and then I tie it together with hats. I tie it together with experiences. Actually, our next e-zine, we call it an e-zine, it is, has a story explaining why does Edie do this. The online experience is exactly the store experience, meaning we're creating something that weaves all of life's icons, metaphors, imagery, all what makes things mean things to us. So when somebody comes into the store, it's not just a bunch of hats hanging on hooks, which is completely meaningless to me. Like, it just looks like a bunch of laundry, really, to me. So what this is they come into an atmosphere which they can take their own meaning out of. So there's so much stuff in here that different people can relate to. I mean, one person might come in and not see half the store, but notice one book, one hat, one thing that creates a story in their mind.
And how do you find staff who want to do these kinds of things and want to get into the events? Where is it a one-by-one? How do you do that?
Yeah, I actually was a customer before.
Oh,
so
really?
I used to go shopping on the island. I went to Edie Hats. And then one time, I moved to Ottawa for a couple of years, and one time I came back, I came into the store and signed up for their newsletter. I got this ad about the event. It was the Spanish cafe, and
it was the newsletter, wasn't it?
Yeah, the newsletter.
Right.
And I was like, wow, what a place! Like, they have events. I remember telling my roommate, it was like, this place in Vancouver, they have events and they're a store. And then when I came back to Vancouver, I saw right away there was the job ad, so I applied. And I got the job, and I was really happy.
I've been here a month and a half.
Oh, you're brand new.
I'm brand new. And started as a customer as well. Came in here on a weekend day. I just moved up here from the United States 6 months ago. And I said, oh my God, like, what a business. Like, what an independent, thriving retail establishment. and I couldn't imagine how many hats and how many people could all be packed into this space. It's a great environment because it's an organization that really lets people find their niche and their place, and then pushes them to aspire and achieve more. So it's been really welcoming, and it's a great environment. So.
If I were to ask you what's next for you guys for Edie Hats, what would you say?
Oh, lots. Absolutely.
Oh, I believe that.
After the website.
After the website. There's lots, because there's what Lindsay and I are doing right now is we're planning for the next 2 to 3 years of the kind of, and Natalie's very involved in this, of course, the kind of shows that, how we'll integrate the day shows right into the daily operations of the store. So the musical instruments are a part of this. You'll notice that there's a piano, there's 2 guitars, there's a drum, there's other, this is a flamenco drum, and this is a flamenco guitar over here, right? So we're amassing instruments and the kind of atmosphere and the reputation in here that musicians come in during the day and play, and they do. For example, we do day events, which are expanding, and you can go online on YouTube to see what we do for day events. I mean, they're pretty exciting. They're not just your ordinary events. And we have suppliers all lined up waiting to be part of this event procedure that we do. So the vision for the future is a more intense experience of what it is now, which is endless possibilities, of course.
Is expansion on the horizon? Or
if I can make it happen, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. We're bursting at the seams.
Right.
So the answer is yes, I just don't know when.